won't leave and whatnot, see? He's sitting there talking crazy and all like that, see?
Yeah.
And, hey, you don't have to go, mister. And I ain't going. So naturally they're going to say, well, you're under arrest for loitering or vagrancy or disturbing the peace. See what I mean? All right, the next day, because I'm not going to resist arrest or nothing like that. I'm going with them. I'm not going to argue with them either. I'm going with them. All right? Whatever, because this is going to come out in the air. Resist arrest. You know, I did leave the premises with them, but with the understanding that as soon as they walked off, I was going to come back in. I let them know that.
Whoa.
So they took me on down. See what I mean? So I would spend overnight in jail, and then when my hearing comes up the next day, I would ask my court-appointed lawyer, because that's what I would ask for. I say, no, I am being charged with loitering, with vagrancy, with panhandling, or whatever they charge me with, and I would say, I am not guilty. I am not guilty, Your Majesty, of any of these charges. I am an entrepreneur, and I was on those premises making compensatory investment requests. I was making business contacts, and I was arrested while in the process of doing just that. And if you want to call witnesses, I'm quite sure they'll tell the truth. That's what they will recount that I was doing, because that's what I said I was doing. I was not panhandling. I didn't have a pan nor handle. I showed my business card. That'd be some cards I made up and hand scribed myself.
Oh, wow.
I ain't got no, I ain't got no money to pay nobody to make no cards. So I just have on there my name, and I'm making compensatory investment requests. You know.
That's how it go down?
Huh?
That's how it...
Yeah, I'm going to show my cards. I say, these are the kind of cards I pass out. These are my business cards. You know, so this is some stuff you made up, fella. You know? Yes, sir. Because I don't have any capital to go to anybody to give them $25 to make any. You know. Say now, if I raise some capital, I have some better cards. I'm not going from scratch. Now, if every black person in New York City who's out of a job and don't want to go to jail for robbing nobody and all like that, to do just that, they have a movement within itself. See what I mean? One thing, what's going to happen? You got 900 black people sitting up here under arrest on the court docket, and all of them in there for the same thing, making compensatory investment requests. You got them down there in the holding cell. They ain't in there for rape, armed robbery, attempted robbery, drugs, none of that. Breaking and entering, car theft, carjacking. You got something in there for that. We ain't heard about the new way of doing things. But you got at least 920 that you've arrested in the last 3 days, and here they are making a court hearing, because all of them asked for a court-appointed lawyer. Because all of them declared they were not guilty. They weren't loitering. They weren't vagrant. And they wasn't panhandling. None of that. They were all in there saying that they were making compensatory investment requests. Now, the person that started, that's what I mean by United Independent. You don't have to gather up people to do this. You just do it yourself if you're in that kind of shape.
Oh.
Yeah, and the guys in the holding cell, they might even ask you, what you in for, man? They're making compensatory investment requests, and then you explain it to them. That you ain't stealing nothing. See, first of all, they're going to notice you're going to be the first one out of that.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. And not only that, you might be the first one back, because on your way out, you even hit the desk sergeant up for some change. You know?
Yes.
So he brought you right back in there. And you say, well, hey, they just put you in here for panhandling, you know, and even on your way out of here, you asked the desk sergeant to give you a couple of dollars. Yeah, I sure did. And I said, my lawyer said, did you do that? I said, yes, I did.
Oh,
so why
boy.
did you do that? You haven't even left the precinct station. Because I am trying to get people interested and invested in me. And I'm not going to discriminate. Everybody who wants to invest is welcome. So that I'll be a good citizen. And not some thug on the street. What do you want me to be? You're a lawyer, right? You went to school, right? Didn't you? How did you get in law school? You asked somebody for money, sir. Did you not? Please tell the truth. You know, the judge himself knows that. How'd he get it? How'd he have to get to be a judge? I bet you he's probably on student loans right now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. See what I mean? And how did he get it? Somebody gave it to him because he didn't have enough capital to go to law school. He got all them degrees on the wall and whatnot. You don't get in Harvard without some money.
Oh, yeah.
Even if your uncle gave put it up. That's capital. See what I mean? Yeah, you use it. I'm doing the same thing Mr. Lee Iacocca was doing. And he lost money, by the way. The government gave him money. That's who he went to. Lee Iacocca went to the government. The government dumped money on Chrysler. And Lee Iacocca lost the first batch that they gave him to. And he went back and asked for more. See, which is what I'm doing when I'm walking out the precinct. So I didn't even make that business deal that I made, you know, that I was trying to make a deposit. So y'all brought me here. So now I want cab fare to go back to the place. It's going to take me back, you know.
Keep going at it.
Now I'm making it funny, because this is the way I do it when I tell it to audiences. Stuff I tell it to audiences this way.
Oh, wow.
When I was up at Howard University, this is what I say. When I'm down at this, I said the same thing. When I was down in Atlanta, Georgia, I said the same thing. You know, now people look at me funny, and they aren't anybody going to do it. But I'm saying if we ever did it, just like when Martin Luther King started or anybody else started, it sounded crazy to start with. The sit-ins and all like that. This is better than a sit-in. Because see, you can legitimize what you are doing. See, you're not saying that you're breaking any laws. See, you never admit the guilt. Martin Luther King had to admit the guilt. Martin Luther King had to say, yes, I was trespassing. But I was trespassing for freedom, for justice. See what I mean? The sit-ins had to do that. They were breaking the law. See, I'd never admit to breaking no law because I wasn't breaking none. I'm an entrepreneur. I got just as much business in this hotel lobby. This is a public place. And I'm the public. Unless I've been misinformed. Now, y'all want to talk law, let's talk law.
Oh, okay.
You see where I'm going?
So it's really what you're saying, how you use the words, really.
It's how you use the words. See, and I had to make up a term for it. Compensatory investment request, but that's not illegal either. Okay? They try to call it vagrancy. It's vagrancy if I'm just hanging out in there laying on the sofa with no intent to do anything except get a good night's sleep on that sofa in that hotel. All right? Now that's vagrancy. No, I didn't come here for that. You know, when I check into this hotel, I'm gonna check in at the desk under my name, not under an assumed name or nothing like that. And go in, and get my card and go up to my room on the 37th floor. But I got to raise capital to do that. Because after all, the business conference, I understand, according to this brochure I got in my hand that I picked up down there in the lobby, the main meeting starts at noon tomorrow. I want to be there. And ask some of those businessmen to invest in me. I understand they're coming from everywhere. You know? But at least I got to get put up, you know. I'm not going to sleep under the bridge tonight. I have to walk across town to get here. I'd be late for the meeting.
It might just work too. You might just get some money.
Now, even the cops would be looking at me like I'm crazy. They'd be doing two things. Looking at me like I'm crazy or looking tough. And then some of them would be kind of smirking and saying, you know, what's this guy doing? You know?
You're a slickster, right? Yeah.
And when several other people start doing it, now you got a legal issue here. Don't think with just a few. Two other people, see, they ain't gonna notice it was just one person doing it over and over again. See, I'll probably get a record for doing it, you know, maybe 30 or 40 times. And then somebody else started doing it. Then somebody else started doing it. Then you got about 90 people doing it. And then it gets, you know, the word gets out. And you got a movement going. Particularly, you know, some people who don't know what to do. You got some little organizations and whatnot. You know, so everybody's going to make a confession. compensatory investment request.